Hello to you. Here's Archie. I haven't done a video with Archie for a little while. So, who loves rough-scaled pythons? I can't really see anybody really not loving these particular guys. They are so different in so many ways. You might think that Archie is kind of being, is he being a bit defensive there? But no, it is generally how Archie actually sits. He has never been defensive. I've never found him to be defensive at all. He's a very chilled and a very relaxed snake, even though it's been a little while since I've had Archie out because he was in shed and then he shared and then he ate. So yeah, it can be a few weeks in between actually getting Archie out, and he don't care, just open up the door and away he comes. Now I've set him on this basket. Archie of course just loves to go up more than anything. It's all about going up and climbing. So I've given him a basket instead of something that he can get some height on and get going up. So I know that they're not a very commonly kept python even here in Australia, so I can't even imagine anywhere else in the world them being something that somebody is looking at or wanting to get. But I really do not understand why not. They are beautiful, and it's just something about them. They have the thin, very, very thin necks, and it kind of goes with their very, very, very thin tail down here as well, which, to me, remembering him as a baby, even then it was very fragile and very easy to break, and it would still be the same. You going to come out and join the fun, Lily, or not? You're just going to poke your head up and check out who's actually here. Right. She may end up coming out. She may not. So yeah, they do have very fragile tails for a long, long time, and it is to be very mindful that you cannot, this is not a tail that if it's wrapped around anything that you can physically unwind it. Not like Lily's big thick tail there. These guys, it's extremely fragile. And as you can see, they're a very slender snake. Archie is eating 3 hoppers at the moment, though I did feed him a small weaner last meal. So I will continue to feed him small weaners now instead of the actual hoppers. So yeah, he is growing and getting some size on him, but is still very, very sweet. And the markings, I love how they look just naturally. And I'll try and get up over his head so you can see those stripes on him. I hope it's not blurring too much there. But the pattern is just, I don't know how to actually describe their pattern at all. It's like a giraffe's, to be perfectly honest, when I look at it. And their colour ranges from the really dark browns, where the pattern is quite dark as well, to where you get the lighter brown and of course the lighter markings, and it's almost like a pinky purple colour, and when he is in shed it's even more so that pinky mauve, if there is such a colour out there, guys. But that is the only way that I can explain Archie's actual colour. I'll turn him around, and as I'm turning him around, he's turning around, of course. Are you being rude tonight by some chance, or were you fixated on that vacuum cleaner for some reason? Hey? And and I know that there is no way you can see it probably on the camera, but very pink in colour. Eyes, they can have light blue eyes, dark blue eyes, and they're very sought after when people do get a rough scale, that they look for those very light blue eyes, or the dark blue, just to get the blue. Archie's, it depends on the day. I think when sometimes I look at him and they're blue, and other times I look at him and they're, I don't know, hazily, I guess you could say. And they have the gold around the pupil, and it's quite prominent, the lines around their pupil as well. But they have that big head, and of course inside that big head you have big teeth as well, you could say. They're really known to have quite big teeth, these guys. I guess it's the environment that they live in and the prey there that they live in. Also, you know, the keeled scales, very much for getting in those rock crevices and, you know, in those tight little spots where a predator certainly cannot grab them and actually pull them out. A very good deterrent, not a deterrent, I know the word and I can't think of it, but what a great thing to have against being eaten by something. Somebody tell me what that word is, because I do know what it is, it's just not there right now. They also go up in the trees. They love to climb. I cannot imagine. They love to be up high. So I can't imagine these guys being really on the ground very much at all. Archie only comes down low, and even then sometimes he doesn't, but to go to the toilet. But I do kind of know when he has come down low that it has been because he's been to the toilet. So of course his water's on the ground, but more often than not I see him hang from wherever he is up top and actually drink his water. So Archie's been wonderful, just sitting there for me tonight, which is very rare for Archie to do. He's looking always for somewhere to actually climb. Instead he's kind of just settling there and being a good boy, aren't you? Can you smell rat? Can you smell a rat? Well, can he, the more's the point, can he smell rats? Can I get the focus on you? I don't think I can. Oh, there it goes. We've got your face. What a beautiful face that you have too, Archie. Are you not a beautiful boy? Hey? I can see you. Can you see yourself in the lens too? Can you see another rough scale? Look, Mum can't even keep the camera still. Can I? I'm trying. Now he's just seen my hand move, pretty much. He's got to be able to smell rats, because the rats are right there. I wonder whether the rats can smell him. Like, really, I haven't seen my rats react to the snakes. I've seen them react to my cats. Now you're way too close. Oh, he says yes, but it's something that I might be able to climb here. Anyway, while Archie makes up his mind, I will say take care. I shall talk to you again real soon. And ciao.